today we're going to talk about 3 critical reasons why you should hire a virtual assistant. Whatever business you're in, you can outsource everything, pretty much everything. Your whole life you could outsource. We have kind of a formula for doing this, and once you get the formula and you put together the standard operating procedures, it makes your life a lot easier. And hiring a virtual assistant has never been easier. With the tools out there, you can monitor, you can do screen monitor so you know what's going on when your VA is working, what they're doing. There's certain procedures we use to track their time. If you have any business or whatever you do, you can pretty much use a virtual assistant to outsource and delegate.
Welcome to the Investor Financing Podcast, where we interview real estate investors and lenders so you can learn all the secrets to getting your projects funded and scale your portfolio. And now, your host, Beau Eckstein.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Investor Financing Podcast. And I'm your host, Beau Eckstein. And today we're going to talk about 3 critical reasons why you should hire a virtual assistant. All right, so let's start with number one. Number one, getting more family time. If you hire a virtual assistant, they can handle all the tasks that you do not want to do. That might be a $5 or $10 an hour job when your time is worth much more. And it gives you time to hang out with the family and enjoy yourself a little bit more instead of working 80 hours a week, right? Start delegating, outsource these tasks. Number 2, putting an end to all the small, mundane, time-consuming tasks. So if you're a real estate investor, that could be having a virtual assistant that's sifting through Zillow or sifting through Reonomy, finding leads that might be a good fit that want to sell their properties. Whatever business you're in, you can outsource everything, pretty much everything. Your whole life you could outsource. Shopping, food shopping on Amazon. Bills, paying your bills. You can outsource your basic bookkeeping skills. You can outsource your marketing, your YouTube, your videos. Anything you can imagine, you can outsource. All you got to do is put together SOP, standard operating procedures, and you can outsource. So we have kind of a formula for doing this. And once you get the formula and you put together the standard operating procedures, it makes your life a lot easier.
You're listening to the Investor Financing Podcast. We'll be right back after this break. Are you looking for funding? Are you getting frustrated trying to find a lender? Visit investorfinancingpodcast.com and click the Get Funding button. Complete the simple form and schedule a free phone consultation with one of our placement specialists. We have a proprietary directory of funding partners that can help you get the funding you need. It's fast and easy to explore the options available for your specific needs. Don't wait. Visit investorfinancingpodcast.com and get connected.
Early on in my career, I've always worked with VAs, but I was unsuccessful in the beginning because I didn't set up the right training manual in advance. And it's really, really easy to do. It took me a while to figure out, but there's now resources and tools for you. Like, for example, I can use Zoom and I can do a screen share and record. And this is what I want you to do, Mr. or Mrs. VA. Here's one task. I want you to spend an hour or 2 a day doing this. And so basically I use Slack as a communication channel, and I use Asana to put all the task in Asana. And then there's links where they can watch the training videos that I have prepared. So pretty much that's kind of my communication armor. And then I use tools like I said, Zoom, Slack. I use Google Drive, Dropbox. And you can have a virtual assistant anywhere in the world conducting business. You can have virtual assistants emailing potential leads, writing email campaigns if they're strong in writing, obviously. Video editing, like this podcast, gets outsourced completely. All I do is record this and send the link, and then it gets edited, it gets uploaded to various sites, thumbnails created, etc. So if you're not using a VA, I'm going to dive deeper and deeper on these podcasts about VAs. I'm going to bring on some specialists and interview them. And the bottom line is, virtual assistant or not, if you want to stay in it, if you want to keep working 80 hours a week, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to kind of take back your time, learn how to delegate. And maybe you're not ready for a part-time VA. Maybe you're not ready for a full-time VA. Maybe you start with Fiverr. Maybe you start with Upwork or one of those sites, or there's different ways you can outsource. But that's my suggestion, is to start diving deep into what tasks can I take off my plate and give to somebody else. And hiring a virtual assistant has never been easier. With the tools out there, you can monitor, you can do screen monitor so you know what's going on when your VA is working, what they're doing. There's certain procedures we use to track their time. It's a very simple process once you get it down. So if you're an investor, a broker, a real estate broker, a mortgage loan officer, if you have any business or whatever you do, you can pretty much use a virtual assistant to outsource and delegate. So thanks for watching 3 critical reasons why you should hire a virtual assistant. Please join, subscribe, like the podcast, help me grow this thing. I plan on bringing more and more content to you over the next coming weeks. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to the Investor Financing Podcast. For show notes and useful resources, please visit investorfinancingpodcast.com. For questions or comments, email info@investorfinancingpodcast.com. If you enjoy our show, please share it with your network. Until next time.